My name is Hazim Gaber, and today we're going to be talking about Excel 2021. Um, this is the first of many topics. And why did I decide to build an Excel 2021 course? Well, we all use Excel every day, and I'm always trying to figure out stuff about Excel, so I decided to teach it to you in a way to teach it to myself. And we're gonna learn a lot about it because it's a very useful program, and I'm sure it's going to be a very useful program in 10 years and even 20 years. It's been around a long time and it's still around. Um, I use Word a lot. I use um, I don't use the Access very much. I use PowerPoint to make presentations. I like drawing. And yeah, but Excel is a very useful program, especially in the business world. There's really no alternative. So what are we gonna learn? There's no exam, there's no certification. If you're taking this course on Udemy, you'll get a diploma at the end, but otherwise you get nothing except you'll learn how to use Excel. So we're gonna look at the user interface, and we're going to look at customizing it. We're gonna try to understand what is a worksheet and the best ways to enter data. And then we're gonna look at formatting worksheets, editing, shortcuts, workbooks. How does a worksheet relate to a workbook, and how do multiple workbooks relate to each other? Because you can talk, you can share data between worksheets and between workbooks with your formulas. Speaking of which, we're going to learn formulas, because Excel is big with formulas. We're gonna learn a lot of them. We're not gonna go into detail about every single function, but we're going to learn ideas about how formula works and how to put it in and how to find the formula you need. And we need to understand references, ranges, arrays. And it's okay if you don't know what those mean yet, because you will later. We're gonna look at catching errors. Important formulas that we are going to look in detail are at our financials, because Excel is used for a lot of financials and date and time, which can also relate to financials. I use date and time functions a lot. When I did my engineering degree, I also used a lot of math. I'm also going to look at search functions. And then we're going to look at protecting the workbook data. Um, and then we're going to look at charts and graphs, which are very important. A lot of people are visual. If you're a huge spreadsheet doesn't convey the same data as a pie chart that somebody could look at and say, hey, that makes sense. And we're also going to look at lists, what ifs. So we have like conditional formatting. So you might want to highlight negative values or change the cell color or whatever. That's gonna be part of the course. And then finally, we will look at macros and VBA. Macro is a way to automate a task in Excel. Well, in Office. You can run a macro in any program. VBA is Visual Basic for applications. And it allows you to write computer code that interacts with the Microsoft Excel program or any Microsoft Office program, but we're typically using it in Excel and Access. There's no there's no alternative to it really. But I would if you were using Access and you were one of the first programs I built was a VBA program for Access, which the client wanted. If I were to go back and do it this time, I would probably write it in PHP and use my SQL. So, but I think Excel is great with VBA. If you have a issue that you need to code. Any questions?